Okay, so we recording right now?
Are we live though?
We're live.
We're on this
We
bitch?
are live.
We are
All
live.
right.
What's good?
Alex says hi. Alex is in the building.
Yay!
Hi is in the building. Larry and 10. That's what's up. Woo. And David's back for an encore presentation. You feel me? And fucking Courtney's in the house, dude.
What's
What's up,
Court?
bruh?
Dude.
Damn, dog. How long I known you?
Dude.
Since we were like 4 or 5.
5 fucking years
Too long.
old.
First
man.
grade though, right? First grade.
First
First grade.
grade.
First grade.
First
That's what.
grade.
What? How old are you in first grade? That I know that for sure.
Six.
This guy.
6 years old.
First grade.
6
I don't
years
even
old.
remember. Dude, we've known each other for so long. I don't even know how the fuck we met.
31.
I know how we met. I know how we met.
I don't even know how I met you. I don't even know. I don't even remember.
Oh, so the way we met was, you know how like all the kids got like these boxes of like school supplies of like crayons and pencils and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
All the kids got one, but I didn't get one. And then it came time to like, I don't know, draw or color or something.
Uh-huh.
And I had to borrow crayons from this guy.
What's ironic, because I think that's how I met you. Because I don't remember I don't remember where the fuck we were at, but I remember specifically, I was like, hey man, because I didn't have a pencil.
Yeah.
And you had all types of shit. You had like mechanical pencils. You had mechanical pencils with the holder. You
had one of them trench coats and shit.
Yeah.
Hooked them up.
You had all types of shit. I was just like,
So what you need? What you need?
Let's borrow a pencil and shit. That's how I met your ass.
See?
So what you been up to, man?
That must have been day 2.
Daytime. So what you been up to, dog?
Yeah, he had to punk me for some pencils and whatever.
Yeah.
Talk to the mic, bro. Talk to the mic. So what you been up to, Courtney? What's good, man? What you been up to?
Fucking taking care of kids, man.
Take care of
That's it.
kids.
You and I both,
I don't even know what day
For
it is.
real.
Seriously, both, all of us, man.
All of us.
David, what's good with
Tim.
you? How you been?
Same shit.
Same old
You
shit.
want some more money, bro?
Oh,
You did any gambling lately?
I went the podcast.
Uh-huh.
I went that's the one on time. What
Where
about
you been
a G?
going to?
You went that day after that?
No, that day.
Oh, that
I was-
day.
I was there
When
that
we
weekend.
recorded one, remember?
Oh, before the recording?
Nah. The next
Maybe
time we
like
recorded
3 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah.
our last one.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
We went to go record one.
So,
I mean,
so we were talking about it earlier, right? We were talking about earlier. There's no way in fucking hell you've only won 30 or 40 grand. That's
In
no way.
in 3 years,
In 3
bro.
years? That's some bullshit. You must have won more.
Nah, I win,
I
but
brought-
I still lose some back, you know?
Okay.
So-
He doesn't win every time.
Yeah, I
he goes.
don't
Yeah.
win every time I
He
go.
doesn't want to
obviously,
reveal
but-
the financials.
It's okay. He doesn't want to reveal. It's okay.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
anyway, I
okay,
brought
it's
his
okay.
sack of shit. Here you go.
Yeah, man. So we all grew up together. You know, we've all known each other for a long ass time.
Pretty
And
long.
10 pretty much fits right in there. You know what I mean? We know each other forever. But Courtney, though, man, it was a trip growing up, dog. Like, you was
He's like
the
a
only
black dude hanging out with Asian cats.
That was the only thing in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
No, there you go. There you go.
I read this article, man. Like, have you? What was the name of it? I sent it to you, Tin. What was that article called? I sent it to you earlier.
Yeah.
You still got
forgot
that?
the name of it.
So basically, this chick, she's a college chick. She's black, right? She basically says that hip hop and black culture. She's upset that Asians Asians specifically are is it appropriating? Is that the correct word?
For what?
Appropriating black culture. And
Yeah.
stealing
that's-
hip hop
that's-
and all
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
How old
That's
is she again?
full of shit.
She's in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, her blackness
full of
is
shit,
not
bro.
our counterculture.
Like you said, no comment earlier.
Her black is not her counter. Or what did you say?
her blackness is not our counterculture.
Is not our counterculture. She's saying that we're stealing it, and she doesn't like it. That's basically the gist
What
of
are
it.
what are we stealing?
Their I guess black people's
Their
culture.
identity, their culture.
The culture.
the hip hop.
That's a hip hop culture.
I mean,
not a,
yes, everything might have started with her,
Huh.
you know. But at this day and age, it's 2017, bro.
I
It's,
think
do you know what it is? It's the
We're
American
Amer-
culture. It's not
an
no.
American
It's not a
cul-
black culture.
That's what I told
you know what I
Hi.
mean?
It's exactly what I told
You
him.
know-
We're Americans. As
Yeah.
Asians, it doesn't matter at this point.
you
We're
know this
Americans.
is the misconception. I think people don't understand. Right? They automatically, and I'm going to speak on it. And let me know if I'm wrong. This is just my opinion. I think they automatically lump like hip hop and like all these other negative connotations with black, which is incorrect, right? And then they say that, hey, Asian people are taking that shit too, like gangs, all that other shit, right?
Bro, I think it's the environment that we grew up in That's all we know though.
That's what I'm trying to say. Being an Asian growing up here, bruh, I wasn't Asian enough to be with the Asians, and I'm not American enough to be with the fucking Americans.
I think all of us.
You know what I mean?
That's all of us.
Well, you guys don't need to defend yourself against what she said. Obviously, she's young and she hasn't been around enough to realize hip hop comes from everybody else's culture.
Absolutely.
What you see from Asian culture, what you see from Indian cultures, what you see from Filipino cultures.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
It's a collaboration of all of that. So, I mean, you just don't want to buy into whatever she's saying.
I agree, man.
18, 19.
She's young, exactly. She's
young.
young.
Able to
She
express her opinion, and she doesn't know.
Oh yeah, she has the right to have her opinion.
I respect
you
her
know?
opinion. You know?
I think the misconception with her is what she thinks culture stays the same. Culture evolves, bruh. You feel me? Culture evolves.
Yeah, that's true.
And it does start from a certain place, though. Culture does start from a certain place, but like you said, it evolves.
You know what? She's never seen The Last Dragon.
Some Bruce Leroy.
So it goes reverse.
Leroy.
It goes
Never
both
seen The
ways.
Last Dragon.
It goes both
Ty
ways.
Mock running
You know what I
around
mean?
in a
Wu-Tang.
Hey,
uniform.
yeah,
Wu-Tang.
I had one
hey,
too. Ask
hey.
how
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Wu-Tang,
Yeah,
right?
hey,
It's not a one-way
she did-
street.
yeah,
you
she-
know what
So
I mean?
let me tell you guys a little background about Courtney, because out of everybody here, I'm the tightest with Courtney. And Courtney, I've known Courtney the longest out of everybody here. So his dad played in the NBA, right? Back in the 70s, played for the Hawks. And then your brother played in Europe. He played in Italy, right?
like overseas somewhere.
I think he played in Italy. Dwayne
What
played like
happened to
Italy,
you, Court?
right? So
I
then,
hung out with you.
yeah,
and you.
yeah. And then this motherfucker is over here doing kung fu and shit. What the fuck? I love Mr. Williams, man. He was like my dad, bruh. I love him, man.
That's funny as
I
hell.
wonder what the fuck he was thinking when he's sitting there in the garage drinking his 24-pack, smoking like 2 packs of cigarettes, like, fuck. Watching basketball. Fuck, this motherfucker over here doing Tai Chi and shit.
I was supposed to be the baseball player, but
Hanging
But
around
you
too
was-
many
You
Asians.
was
You know
doing
what I
kung
mean?
fu upstairs.
exactly. None of you guys played baseball back in the day, so you guys were fucking running around in kung fu
Smoking
uniforms.
weed, stealing cars, causing havoc.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on. No incriminating.
Nah,
it's all good.
it's all good, bro. I stole
all good.
plenty of cars. I'll tell
You
you
were
right now, I
under
stole
18.
lots of cars.
It's all good,
Don't
man.
matter.
Yeah, man, it's all good. So have I. I've done all types of shit.
Yeah, man.
It's part of growing up.
Yeah, man.
You know,
That's
it's
how
not-
you learn your
well,
lessons.
Yeah, it's not like I do it
Dope,
now.
Sold cars, all that stuff, man. We were
Yeah, man.
young, man.
Yeah.
It's a good skill to have. If I need to, I might need to take one right.
Oh, I'm not gonna need to, bro. I'd rather.
somehow.
I'm gonna ask
Just
my
in
boy if I
case.
can borrow his
Just in
car.
case.
We can
before I-
just
Just in
Uber,
case.
man. It's 2017 now. We can Uber, and with all these fancy ass like electronic
yeah.
shit in the cars, we can't steal no car.
I don't even
kid
have
yourself.
keys no more. I don't even
Yeah.
have keys. My key don't have no key.
Your key
anymore.
don't have no key.
You know what I mean? My key don't even have no key no more. I just
Key doesn't have.
it's push to start. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
See, I'm glad we grew up the way we did, bro. Cause like my wife, man, she didn't grow up like that, right?
Zennials.
Yeah, Zennials, but not just Zennials, but broke ass, thug ass Zennials.
Yeah.
She has this naivety about her, man. Like, okay, so I wasn't gonna get into this, but fuck it, I'll tell you.
Fuck it.
So literally, like 30 minutes earlier, like 30 minutes before I got here, my wife was stopped in traffic with my youngest son. She had just picked him up from swimming. All of a sudden, this fucking Mexican dude. Oh, I know this dude high on meth.
You're trying to hold it in. I see your face, bro.
This fucking ex Norte or whatever the fuck he is, bro. He's all methed out or something, man. He fucking bends a turn and rams right into my wife, dog. And he rams into my
She
wife.
just got in a car accident a couple months ago too.
literally 30 minutes ago, and he hits her so hard that she fucking baps the car in front of her. You know what I mean? So it's pretty bad. Right?
Yeah.
And she gets in a car accident all the time, right? The issue is, like, literally,
All the time.
we literally just got a car. She goes back and forth from cars being in the shop. Just 2 months ago, my other car was in the shop because she got hit. And the thing is, man, she's just so she didn't grow up the way we were, like the way we did. So we're always aware of what's going on because we're paranoid.
Yeah, I'm always
Yeah,
looking at my
yeah.
mirrors.
It
I-
sounds
I'm
like you're
always
saying if she stole cars when she was younger, she'd be a better driver today.
Yes, she would.
Yes.
Yes, she would.
That's
because so much crazy bad shit has happened to us that now we're looking out for
Dude,
like,
I'm
the
looking
unknown,
everywhere, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you're right.
right? Her exact words were, she was like, "I just thought it was 5 minutes from the house. I didn't think anything like this could ever happen. Anything can happen
That
at
shit
any
can
second."
happen at your neighbor's house, and they live next door.
But that's that naivety of being sheltered. It's naivety. Like
Is that a real word?
that's a word, right?
Nativity.
That's it.
Motherfucker, this ain't Christmas and shit, nativity story and shit. But yeah, man. So I think it's a positive growing up like that, dog. Fucking funny as fuck. So there's a dumpster outside, bruh.
At your house or out here?
Oh no, outside the shop. You know the dumpster?
Yeah.
And somebody speaking about nativity, somebody fucking wrote on there, somebody tagged on there, "Fuck Satan."
What'd you say? So, Crips for Christ.
It was
Since we're talking about
Crips for-
nativity.
Yeah, talk about nativity. Someone put "fuck Satan."
Dude, that shit was pretty big.
Word.
So I think if you wake up, if you literally deliberately got out of your bed and went and tagged "fuck Satan," you must be banging, man.
You're
Crips for Christ, dog.
Crips for Christ, bro.
Crips for Christ, bro.
You can't claim red, right?
Crips for Christ, man.
If you're against Satan and shit.
you figure devil worshippers are bloods.
What if that's just what he tags? What if that's what he tags?
Well,
on?
facts.
Well, he could
I
tag
see
anything.
I see it often.
He's a Crip for Christ.
Yeah, they're a gang, bro.
2 C's, bro. Throw them double C's, bro.
Oh, he threw a tag underneath.
Nah,
Or no, just
it just said
fuck Satan.
But
I've seen that before.
But right when he
I've
said
seen
fuck,
that before.
when he said "fuck Satan," in my head I heard "fuck Satan," cuz.
Huh.
That's what I heard.
No,
when
fuck
I,
Satan blood.
No, when I
you
was
can't
reading
say
it,
blood, bro.
Yeah,
It doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
sound right.
Yeah. I don't know how to say it. I don't know
Satan
how
gotta
to-
claim red though.
Yeah, you think
Satan don't claim blue.
you think a devil worshiper would be blood?
Isn't he always in red?
Word.
Satan's always in red.
He ain't wearing blue.
He ain't
You ever
wearing
see devil wear blue? You went to a Christian school. You ain't never seen the devil wear blue.
Fucking devil was all over the place at that Christian school.
He's a blood dog. He's a blood man. He's a blood. So we're talking about like these Crips for Christ. They go on the hunt at night. You know what I mean? Like a real gang, right? And they see some devil worshippers and shit, and they fucking shoot him with fucking holy water,
Holy
dog.
water.
You know what I mean? Oh, I'm melting.
Super Soaker 50.
Yeah, Crip for Christ. Fuck Satan, cuz. Fuck Satan, cuz.
They're gonna recite some fucking Bible verses on him and shit.
For real, dog. Their C day is Christmas.
Oh,
Perfect.
Do you know what? Actually,
That's a real C day.
I don't know if this was you, but around Christmas time last year, I was over at Valley Fair, and
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Courtney. Hey,
Courtney?
Oh, I thought you were talking to Dave.
I'm talking
talking
to
to
you.
you.
I'm
He's talking to you.
talking
He's
to
talking to you.
Directly at you.
Around Christmas time
My bad.
last year, I was at Valley Fair, and I thought I saw you, and I'm not sure if it was you or not, but I was walking towards you, and then I was like, oh no, that's not him, and then I turned away.
Was it
But
because
then-
it was a random black guy?
Yeah, and so I don't know if it was you or not. Do you remember any kind of situation like that?
Racism comes in all shapes and sizes.
In Valley Fair, in the food court, I thought I saw you, and I was like, "Oh, that's Courtney." And then
Misconnections.
I was kind of high at the time, and then I was walking towards you, and I was like, as I got closer, I was like, "Oh, I don't think that's him." And
You
then
could have just said,
I
"Hey,
made it-
Courtney."
I made it later.
Hey, that's your boy though. You can
Yeah,
just like
you
could've
could
just
just
made
say what's
sure.
up.
So so basically,
But
what
what
he's
if it
asking,
wasn't you though?
so basically what he's
It's okay.
asking is what he's asking.
Was that
is-
you though?
what if it was him?
was that you?
so
Do you
basically-
remember anything like that?
So basically, what he's asking. Let me translate.
How am I supposed to remember?
I don't
that?
think so. I don't think so, man.
You don't remember like, oh, dude, I was at Valley Fair. and
Do you realize
some
what you're
weird-ass-
asking him?
Some weird
Yeah,
ass
that's a
Asian
crazy
dude was
question,
trying to
man.
walk up to me because he was looking at me too.
I'm gonna recognize you.
Like
I've
I
known
was
you
walking
for over
towards him,
30
and
years.
I was like,
I'm gonna recognize.
That
I don't
stranger
think
was
I
gonna
heard.
beat your ass. He was gonna beat your little ass.
No, actually, you know what though? I
So
have
it
said
wasn't
what's
you
up.
then. It wasn't
I said
you?
what's up to
It
dudes
wasn't
that I
you?
thought it was.
It wasn't you
was
then?
my boy
It
like a
wasn't
couple
you?
times.
So,
No,
dude,
it was me. It was me.
It was you.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
damn.
dude, do you realize you're asking him? This is what you're asking him. Let me put in different words for the audience.
What?
Hey man, do you remember a time when you might have been at the mall and I may have walked up to you but walked away but didn't say anything to you?
No, I
and
don't
you
know
didn't
if
even
you
see
see
me.
me or not.
But we were looking at each other though.
Oh, you made eye contact.
yeah, we were looking at each other.
I'm sure he would have
I'm
said
sure
something
you would have
to
said
you.
something.
Yeah, and I was like,
But you know
nope.
what though?
Nah, you made googly eyes with some other black guy.
You're lucky he didn't rape you, man. Shit.
He was either going to fuck you up or fuck you.
Yeah.
Or both. Okay, both could have happened.
We were in a public place. I was trying to keep safe.
Hey, anything can happen, man. Anytime, man.
No.
Hey, how's your
But yeah.
cousin, dude? So back in the day, Courtney used to have his cousin Kenji used to live with him.
Oh,
That dude was a trip.
shit.
Kenji?
Yeah, man. How's
I
Kenji?
remember. I remember that.
Is he African American
I remember
too? What? I don't know.
I remember
Kenji's
that.
not a-
I remember him.
Kenji, bro.
I
That's
remember.
like
I
a
remember.
Japanese name.
That you're right. Yeah,
Dude.
you're right. But yeah, no, he's black.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
going.
saying.
I
Like,
got two cousins
and
named Kenji, and they're both black.
Oh,
how do you have to? Are they from like the same, like your mom's side or your dad's side? Or they're from
They're
your
both
mom?
on my mom's side, actually.
They like that name.
I guess I don't know.
I got a cousin named Hai too, so it happens, man.
Yeah.
It happens, man.
But Kenji though?
I've met other people named Hai.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's Vietnamese. though.
That's a common
That's-
name.
That's a common
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
but it's
I don't
black.
think is Kenji a common African American name? I don't know.
In his
It is?
family, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
obviously it is. Obviously, right?
It obviously is.
It's the
Obviously
same
it
difference
Yeah.
as hi being common in Vietnamese, where people don't know that aren't Vietnamese.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Same thing for Kenji and black.
I guess.
Exactly.
I guess.
Okay.
So
I
back
don't
to
know.
my
My
question.
name is Courtney. Hell, I don't know.
He's got a white girl's name.
Yeah.
Actually, I do
There's
know
a lot
another
of me
Courtney.
around. In my company, there's 3 of me.
White girls? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Black guys named Courtney
Are you
Williams.
Oh, they're all
serious?
black too?
Named
No.
Courtney Williams.
I know a Filipino girl. She
Courtney
likes
How
that.
the-
Exactly the same.
How the
Named
fuck?
Courtney
Courtney Williams?
Damn.
Maybe your company just hires Courtneys.
Last name
They like that name.
because you don't want
It's
people
probably
to get,
maybe,
there's hella. There's hella anyway. There's
Anyways, so how,
there's hella.
how the fuck is Kenji? What's he up to?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in years.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you remember that one time? I think you and I think we went to go buy KFC. All right.
Had to be
Come
KFC,
on now,
right?
Come on.
What?
Fried chicken.
What the fuck?
Hey,
That's all right.
chicken's delicious.
You guys are ridiculous.
I know,
You guys are
okay.
grow up, guys.
Too late.
So Kenji was home alone, and we came back with fried chicken, and your dad came up at the same exact time. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember the story. And then remember, your dad had a whole bunch of pornos. Remember, he had all those pornos.
Oh, I'm sure he had a collection. Yeah.
He had a collection of pornos.
Ain't nothing
Kenji was home
unusual
by
about
himself. He left the porno in the VCR. You remember this? You remember this story?
Yeah, I think he probably did something.
He left it in the
I did it
VCR.
a couple times because Courtney like that ain't
What's
no-
up with your memory? You don't remember these stories?
Seriously,
Come on.
seriously.
He's like, you don't recognize me at the mall. You don't
So your dad comes home. He's like, "Who the fuck?" Exact words. Who the fuck took my tape? Who the fuck was watching my tape?
Were we there?
We were there.
If it was me and you, we were probably high.
We came home at the same exact time though as him. So he saw us. We walked in the same exact time.
And what were me and you doing before we got?
We went and got fried
KFC?
chicken. We got high and went and got fried chicken.
How the fuck did we get fried chicken? That's just hella far.
I think we walked or we took the bus, something like that. Or we
I
drove.
don't know. All right.
Y'all took the.
I guess.
We got some fried chicken. I remember.
All right.
I remember we had some fried chicken.
All right.
And Kenji was home by himself watching porno and he left it in there. And your dad was like,
He probably panicked because you guys got home.
and your dad was
left
like,
it in there?
Your dad was like, Kenji, you take my fucking tape, boy. Nah, I didn't take your tape, Uncle Al. I didn't take your tape. Was it you guys? Mr. Williams, we walked in the same time as you. We've been gone all day. It must have been Kenji. Nah, I didn't take it. I didn't take it the whole time.
I stole my dad's porno when I was young too. He couldn't say shit, like right, like because I knew where he was hiding it and shit in between the mattress, right?
But did you leave it in the recorder when
Hell no.
the VCR with nobody home?
Hell no, I
And then
I took his magazines, bro. I took his
all did.
You
magazines,
got caught
right?
with the magazine.
I never got caught with
it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I took his magazines and then like I knew that he was looking for it, right? I knew he was looking for it one day, right? And I'm just like reading his face, like this motherfucker hella mad, bro. I know
You
he's
you're
looking
not
for
gonna
his
get
porno,
that shit.
and he ain't
Who
gonna
took my
ask
stash?
me. He's not gonna
Who
ask
took
me.
my
You know what I'm
stash?
saying? So I'm like,
What kind of porno? What kind of magazine? What kind of porno was it?
it was like Hustler magazine and shit.
Hustler's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
was like
Hustler's
it was a
good.
magazine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my uncle.
Very credible.
My uncle used to have like these old ass. He used to have like, well, it wasn't old. Well, back then it was current. Now it's old, but he had like all these like 80s like Playboys and shit. And I remember like the first time we saw it, like we started taking a bunch of them. My uncle, I saw Kim Basinger and shit with her bush and shit. Remember Kim Basinger?
I remember
Oh,
seeing
yeah, yeah.
Madonna.
Alien, I think.
Madonna when she had
Madonna,
black
yeah.
hair. She had a bush and shit.
That shit was cool back in the day, man.
Yeah, it's magazines. These
all
kids
good.
never
It's
know
all
about
good.
magazines,
It's all
bro.
good.
Yeah, man. Bush was like in back in the day.
Yeah, man.
I hear it's
Still
making a comeback.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, if you watch
what I hear.
fucking
It's still
Asian
in.
porn and
It's
shit.
still in. Who gonna say no? Who gonna say no?
What,
Yeah,
to the
I-
coochie? Oh, no.
After you get that far, who would say no?
But she-
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you'd be like, nope. Sorry, girl, you got to shave.
Yeah, that's a word. That's disgusting. And then yeah, I mean, you got bush. Fuck it, I don't care. I
That's
don't care.
cool. Hey, dog. My penis don't care, bro.
You think I can?
As long as your bush ain't like a burning bush talking to me or nothing like that, that fuck area. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. I don't.
My penis don't care, bro.
Once it
Shit
gets that
catches
far,
fire when you
hey,
pull down the
Yeah.
panties.
Yeah.
Yes. How'd you know it's making a comeback?
I just heard it on the radio.
That's the
It's,
word. That's the word.
some
Is
of
that
this
the
stuff,
word on
like,
the
there-
street?
No, there's like there's a whole
What?
generation that doesn't know about the bush because like they grew up and it's always been like the landing strip.
Yeah.
And so now,
Or
now-
fully bald
yeah,
or
so-
something.
so
You know
that-
what it is? It's
kind of
like
that hipster.
how we used to always
shave
shave our heads, but now like
It's like that
hair is
retro
coming back,
shit,
so
right?
we're growing our hair
fad.
out now.
So it's the same like women's pubic hair. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's retro, bro. It's
Yeah,
retro.
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 Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
can get
I
down with
can
that.
get it.
I can get down with
I
that.
still haven't ran into him, but I could get it.
Practically married, so
I am
Yeah.
married. It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Why the fuck?
I'm the only single guy in here, so.
No, 10 single,
What?
Well, I have someone, but
but you ain't married.
He's not married. Okay.
You ain't got
Okay,
no
yeah,
kids.
yeah, yeah,
Motherfucker,
yeah.
you single as shit.
Okay.
If you don't got no kids, you
hey,
single.
no, we got in an argument about that the other day.
What happened?
I was telling her about a conversation I had.
But
with
you're
her.
exclusive, though.
About
yeah,
commitment.
and I
about
said
commitment.
he asked me if I was married. I was like, no, I'm single, and she's like, you're not single.
You're exclusive. You're.
So-
But we ain't
I'm not
married.
married.
though.
That's
No.
what I'm saying,
But
right?
the question was, are you married? No, I'm not married.
yeah, but
No,
you're
wait, okay,
exclusive.
what was
But
the con-
exclusive
what
is
was
not
the
like a
context of the
check mark.
question?
What was the question?
What was the question?
What was the question?
Oh, I think dude was just asking if I was married, if I had kids. I said, nah, I'm single.
Oh, then yeah.
Right?
What's
That's
this-
the general.
paper. Yeah, on
that's,
paper.
That's what you're saying.
If I were to
Yeah, yeah.
fill out
Yeah.
a tax form right
Yeah.
now,
You're still
I'm
single,
I'm
too.
marking single.
Yes.
You're still single.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. You.
For the government,
make-
That was fucking brilliant.
No, on
That was
paper.
brilliant.
I file,
That was
I
brilliant.
file as single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're HOH single.
Did you tell that to your girl? What the
That's-
fuck you talking about?
that's-
I don't
that's-
file married on my tax returns.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It was
Yeah.
like, if legal forms, I'm still hitting on
Yeah.
single. She's
Oh,
like,
she-
exactly.
and then she's like, she turned it on me. She's like, all right.
That's all she said.
So now she's gonna start saying she's single. Was what she was
Yeah.
insinuating.
That's what. Yeah.
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not what.
When they start saying, I
I know, man.
I don't know nothing about that now.
damn.
In a minute.
The motherfucker.
I haven't had that I in a while.
Bro, I'll be talking to my wife and she'll bring up some shit like 6 months ago.
God damn.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, there should be some what is that shit?
Statute of limitations?
Statute of limitations, exactly.
Fucking ridiculous. I hate when they do that shit, man. And then you make, like I was talking about earlier before the podcast, about how if you say something to somebody, you're having a debate. Let's say we're having a debate
Okay.
and we're having an intelligent debate and I say something and then you say something smart back. If I don't have anything intelligent to say, my reaction is I'm going to get upset,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Because you done lost the argument.
Yeah, because I lost the argument.
yeah.
So that's what my wife does all the time.
It's like
yeah.
it's like their
Yeah.
little bag of what you call it, hit below the belt bag,
Yeah.
like, you know?
Yeah,
No,
so
it's the
bring
it's
up the old shit.
I'll save it for later. This
Yeah.
nigga.
So
You
like,
know what I mean?
so like, dude, I'll argue with my wife. We'll say some shit back and forth, and then all of a sudden I'll be right, and then she'll be like, "I don't like the way you're talking to me." What the fuck you talking about?
you always have that tone of voice.
Yeah, I don't like your tone of voice. And then now the argument wasn't even about the argument anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
about my tone of voice.
Yeah.
See,
It's
if
not-
I just
it's
stop,
not-
I won.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
just stop, in my head, I know that I've won the argument.
It's like
Yeah.
this. It's
But
not
now-
what you're saying. It's how you're saying it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
Right?
So when a woman says that, fellas,
There's
when-
no win. There's
fellas,
no win there.
when a woman says that, cut your losses and know in your mind you already won. They ain't got shit left to say to you.
Yeah.
They ain't got shit left to say. Because now I'm like, I'm like the way you're talking. I'm like your fucking tone of
Yeah,
voice.
your tone of voice.
And
You're
then
just digging the hole.
exactly,
You're
and
digging
then it goes left and right, and then I'll
you already
I'll
won.
turn to the left and be like, dumbass bitch. What the fuck you say? You call me a bitch?
Oh,
What the
damn.
fuck you say?
Not just dumbass.
I didn't call you a bitch.
I just said
I
dumbass.
didn't call you a bitch, okay?
Okay.
What the fuck? But why you acting like one? Oh shit! There we go. Me and my big mouth.
Hey. That's why sometimes you just gotta keep your mouth shut.
A lot of times.
I do a lot.
Hey, that's why I'm
like,
single,
hey.
bro.
But bro, like sometimes, like
Like,
I keep my mouth shut
real,
so much.
dog.
When it's time, I just gotta let go, man. You know what I mean?
I gotta
I'm single
It's
because I don't
because
want
I
to
can
argue
get
and
mad
shit, bro.
and I go outside and smoke some weed, and then
Uh-huh.
I'll be like, you come back and be like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm high. It's the fucking attitude. Don't give a fuck attitude when you get. It's the fucking attitude when you get high. You're like, oh, you mad at me? Fuck it.
I've done that before too. I've done it before too. But this
Chop
motherfucker.
it up as his loss.
Oh no,
chalk it up
but
as
it
a
makes
loss.
my anger go away too.
Oh yeah.
I'm no longer angry either.
Oh, I'm not angry, but
Yeah.
she still is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That shit don't go away.
You weren't
right?
angry in the beginning.
No,
you weren't
no.
even angry in the beginning.
I wasn't angry until she
Yeah.
started treating me like
Yeah.
my 10-year-old son. I don't like the way you talking to me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, tell everybody about what Jackson told you the other day. That shit was bothering you.
Oh yeah, dude.
Shit was bothering
man, it was
you.
crazy, man.
We have kids, so
Dude, so it was Saturday night. We were watching the replay of the Niners preseason game, and I just out of nowhere, man, I'm just like, "Hey, son, you want to watch the Niner game with me and your brother?" I don't love you, Dad. I'm
that
buy.
shit is.
I'm gonna buy a new dad. What the fuck? So I didn't have anything clever to say,
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
right? So I was just like, "Fuck you, you little shit." That was my dude. I'll buy a fucking new son. You think I need your bitch ass? I already got the big one. I don't even need you. Fuck you. And he looked at me and was like, "I don't love you. I don't care. I don't care."
Dad, Jackson's a fucking sad, bro.
So I'm mad, but then like I'm mad, but inside I'm like,
You want?
why you hate me, man?
Yeah.
Fucked up.
What'd I do to you, dog?
Fucked up.
Is
I
this the
think
same
that's-
one that wanted the new house?
Yeah.
Dog,
dog.
he
He's
got.
got a checklist.
I fucking love
New
you.
house, new dad.
This motherfucker wants a whole new life. He doesn't like being a VU.
Yeah.
He doesn't like being a VU.
And Hayden went and actually told what? What did he tell McCarr?
He got some ambition.
Yeah, so
is what he got.
my oldest
The
one,
oldest one.
my oldest one, that I love that fucking goofy motherfucker. The oldest one, that dumb motherfucker. He goes, I love him, but he ain't the smartest motherfucker. But I love him. He goes, Mom, did you tell Jackson to say that to Daddy? That's not right.
Got your back, man.
Got your back.
Yeah, man.
Hayden's dope.
Yup.
Not that Jackson is, and Hayden's dope. I like him. I like him for that one, man.
And the fucking crazy thing is, man, I don't even know why the youngest one acts like that. I never even yell at him. His mom yells at him all the time.
but
I don't get it.
I did tell him. I think I know why. It's because McCarr is super affectionate with him. You know, he like forgets all the times that she yells at him.
But
'Cause
she yells
does
at him all
the time,
like
right?
5 minutes. She's
But all
making his ass
all those hugs and kisses that she gives him, dude, that shit like supersedes all of it, dude. So
bitch ass motherfucker.
you know what I'm saying? So Jackson's like, oh, she really loves me. I mean, maybe you're not as affectionate with him, right? So like,
I don't
that's
know.
what, yeah.
I ain't his mom. I'm gonna
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. So
I
I
do all
think-
that.
That's
You know that?
that's
Courtney,
exactly
you like that?
the
Your
reason
kids
why.
are the same age as my kids.
With the daughters you are, I am with my daughter.
Yeah, my
With a-
daughter, my son has his moments where he's mad at me or he's like I'm mean, but I don't know. It's just
You spank
How-
your kids? You hit your kids?
no, not really. No.
What?
No.
You never spanked them at all.
No,
I've
with my
spanked Stella
son, I
already.
used to like take the belt and just swing, and then he'd start crying, and that was when he
Oh,
was like
yeah.
3 or 4.
That
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that
yeah.
works
I didn't
though.
need
That'll
to,
work.
right?
That'll work.
Yeah, because
Well, he, like,
it doesn't
fear-
matter.
fear
He's just
is-
trying to scare him.
Yeah,
fear
but
is-
he does the same thing.
What's
Like
the fear is
mom
there?
has more affection, even if she's yelling at him. He still wants to go to mommy. So,
Isn't that the most bizarre thing?
yeah, you just I don't know.
Yeah,
Just go,
that's-
all right, go to your mom.
Yeah, you little shit, get the fuck out of here.
But I'm pretty affectionate with Elijah, but like I still smack the shit out of him.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
not anymore.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
You still hella baby Elijah.
Yeah, no, you know,
I try to
Hey,
baby
he's
my
my
son.
baby,
Your
though.
kid's your kid.
that,
Your
that
kid.
he's the only one.
It
though,
don't. It
you know what
don't.
I'm saying?
It don't matter how
he's
old they
he's my
get.
only one and shit.
No, that's what you realize though,
Yeah.
because like my parents still treat me like their kid, and I am. You know
Nah,
what I'm
not
saying?
with
So-
me, man. I'm number 8, bro.
Well.
I think I'm number 8, bro.
Huh.
You gotta remind them your name is
for
Alex.
everybody that don't know, I have 8 siblings. There's 9 of us, man.
fuck.
So I'm number 8.
remember
I think my mom sneezed and she had me, bro.
It's more like your dad sneezed.
All right, man. We didn't have blankets in Philippines. No, we didn't have no TV. You know what I mean? One after the other, my parents just got sick of us. Like, oh, we need new entertainment. Had another kid and shit.
No, they need more help around the house. That's why they had your ass.
That
You were
too.
gonna go to work.
That too. But yeah, man.
How do you discipline your girls? Like how do you guys like? I don't even know what to do if I had little girls. Like what do you guys do?
I still spank her.
You spank her?
Yeah.
Like, but you can't spank her like you spank a like I
Not
spank
hard,
my son.
Not hard. It's a slap to make her cry. Whatever.
Well,
How
she's
old is
still
your
hella
daughter?
small though.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
2.5.
Oh, okay.
What about you? You're because what's your oldest one's name again?
Maya.
Yeah, how old's Maya now?
How about
She's
David?
9.
David has 2 grown ass girls, same age as
they're
Elijah.
adults.
Yeah,
They're
man.
basically
They're
adults.
adults.
Well, you have a what?
17 and what? 15.
They're
17.
adults
He-
already.
He had to
They're
think about
adults
this last time too.
Yeah, dude, we were talking about it earlier. So we went to it was a trip because we went to the Niners practice on Saturday, and his kids came too, and they're grown ass women. And she came with the oldest one, Alina, came with her boyfriend and shit. It was like, what the fuck? And the motherfucker standing on my drive, don't even say hi to me, bruh.
Kids don't know.
Fucking rude ass motherfucker,
That's
dog.
pretty
Where to
rude.
respect
Maybe
that.
you intimidated him.
Where to
I think
That's
so.
a-
that's what I was
think
thinking.
so.
You're on my driveway. Don't matter say hi. You think I wasn't scared of other people's parents when I was a kid?
Yeah.
I still said hi.
You had to
True.
suck it
You
up.
have to say hi to
You gotta
the
suck it up.
parents.
Yeah.
All
Like-
the adults.
Like
All the adults.
Elijah, dude, he'll go up to every adult, dude, and,
Yeah.
and like greet every single one when I
Yeah.
bring him into the room, dude.
My mom would make me when I was a kid. I remember that shit.
I made
Yeah,
him.
he knows.
I made him,
he knows,
dude.
He knows. He knows.
I made him, dude.
He knows.
Like he'll come in late to a party because, like, you know, nowadays he drives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before
Yeah,
he starts
will.
doing his thing,
He
he'll
will
he'll
come-
go all the way
He'll
around
come-
the house,
he'll come
dude.
in, say hi to everybody.
Everybody.
What's your what's your daughter's boyfriend's name?
He doesn't.
That's a good question. I don't know.
You don't know? Really?
I forgot his name. She told me, but I
I
forgot.
don't want to
He's
talk
not that
about when
important.
it gets to that point.
He's not. That
Oh, you gonna be
important.
at that point.
He
You
never
gonna be-
said,
it's
he
gonna
never said
happen.
hi to
I
David.
don't want to worry about
Has he
that.
said hi to you?
No, he said hi to me. He shook my hand before. I thought
He'd
so.
better shake your hand.
One time.
That one time?
Once or twice.
That one time?
He got to come home, watch, and then catch you cleaning your gun and shit. one time.
Yeah, did you do that?
No. No.
I think that's what I would do. I think I'd just
Yeah,
sit in
that's
my
a good
driveway
Yeah, clean your
with my
gun.
shirt off and clean my gun.
And
Yeah.
then when they come
Bro,
up,
you're
like,
tatted
say
up, bro.
what's
You don't need to clean shit. Right? That motherfucker gonna look at you like if you had a daughter, like, dad, damn it,
Bro, I'm hella skinny these days. I mean,
dude.
you know what I mean?
Little kids and they see all these, like, they see all your tattoos, bro. They're like, fuck.
Yeah.
yeah, who's this guy?
So you think
Peep
that?
out some.
So you think that fucking kid was intimidated?
Could be. I don't know.
What was he, a big kid?
Nah,
Doesn't matter.
Nah,
dude.
he's
You're
a
still
regular
young,
kid.
man.
Yeah.
Should
I
say-
know, but like at what 16 or something like that?
No, he's like, how old is he?
They're like our
I think
size.
he's 18.
They're like our size now.
He gotta be at least 18, right? Because
Yeah,
your
he's
daughter's like
18.
17, right?
Yeah, he's 18, I think.
Yeah, motherfucker would stand in my driveway. Even his daughter's hey and go, hi, what's up, girls? Dang, you guys grew up on me. What the fuck, motherfucker? I'm looking at him the whole
Was he
time.
chewing on his nails. And
Motherfuckers
shit?
just
Like,
looking, just fuck,
yeah.
man.
I mean, it happens though. You know, they're young though. Now, if he was like 20 something and he still didn't greet
Fuck
you,
that. What's his parent? Give me his parents' number. I'll call him. Fuck that shit. Fucking rude, man.
No, but if they're like, you know, they're still in their teens a little bit, but when they get into like their 20s and they're still not greeting adults, then there might be a problem.
You
there.
gotta
Well,
get
at the
that
age
shit.
of 18, you should be able to greet.
Yeah, you should be. I mean, for the
Hey,
for the
how,
most
how
part.
you doing, sir? My name
No,
is.
for the most part, you know, but they're still young. They're still young. They're still figuring things out. and
They're
shit.
still
Say hi?
They're scared.
Say
They're
hi.
still scared.
Okay, maybe they're scared. Okay.
They're scared. They're
Maybe
still scared, man.
Yeah.
Scared.
They gotta
Yeah.
that.
I think at our age now, we're almost 40. I think we're smart enough to know. You know
God
what?
damn, we're old.
God damn.
Like, you know what?
God damn.
If I'm scared of somebody, like
34
me, if
years
I'm
away.
scared of somebody, in my mind, I'd better say hi to this motherfucker.
Yeah, me
you
too.
better be
bro.
extra nice. You better
No,
be extra
I'm-
nice.
I'm dead.
today.
No, I'm dead serious. If
Yeah,
I'm scared
yeah.
of somebody, I'll talk to them, dude.
Yeah.
Of course.
You want to be their friend.
Yeah,
that's
man.
why.
Of course. I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit back and like just have to
Look
like,
at him and dog him.
Yeah,
Take your dog.
like,
And
yeah,
they're like,
man.
why are you looking at me?
Kinda like,
man.
like what Larry did to that black guy at the mall.
Oh, yeah. Walking up and everything, dude. I was walking up and everything.
He had his hand out, ready to
Wait,
shake his hand and shit. Like,
Probably
ooh,
thought
what
you
the-
liked him or something.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Damn.
He's like, oh shit, this guy wants
So
to.
Nah, but you know what? With me, dude, I do greet a lot of people, and I have like greeted the wrong person, bro, and be like, oh, I thought you were my boy.
Yeah,
I've
but-
done it. I've done it a
that's all
couple
you gotta
times.
say. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah,
They
I'm
just,
like,
they just
oh.
roll with it.
Yeah. Shit. Sorry, I thought you were my boy, bro.
I think it's more awkward, like 6 months later, asking your
Yeah.
homie, "Hey, were you at the mall?" I kind of awkwardly walked up to you.
You don't remember we sat down and had lunch?
I don't feel awkward.
What if somehow that random black guy gets a hold of this podcast? He's like, yeah, I know that little fucking.
I hope he calls.
remember
I
that.
know that little
I
motherfucker.
remember that.
I hope he leaves a comment.
I remember that pocket-sized motherfucker walking up in here.
You're gonna have a whole
Hit
bunch
that
of
like
random
button.
black dudes leave.
Yeah,
comments.
bro, hit that like button. MidstoneProjects.com.
There you go.
But yeah, man. Fucking hey, man. I just don't get these kids these days. Don't want to say hi to nobody and shit. What the fuck, dog?
And you know, they're if you had a phone and they had your number, they'd probably greet you.
Text me hello.
Text you
Text me hello.
That's true.
Snapchat you.
Dude,
Yeah, man.
motherfuckers can't even talk
Yeah,
right.
like I said, like I was telling you before, me and Elijah, me and my son have a better conversation through text, than actually talking. I have to squeeze words out of this little motherfucker's mouth, man.
Yeah, that's true.
For real, dude.
They don't have to engage anymore.
Yeah,
They
man.
do it through text message.
Like, I'm sitting in the car with him. I'm asking a gang of questions. All this is like yes and no. I'm like, man.
you got
But
to
it-
text them.
I hate that's the
But
worst.
you know what?
Yes
if
or
I
no is
text
the
him,
worst.
but if I text him and he's at home and I like ask him my questions, boom, he can tell me a whole full answer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but that's the day and age that we live in, though.
Right.
How
You
many
know?
how many times a day at the store, we work at the store, how many times does a little kid come up to us and can't even talk right? he's got like dude, they can't even talk. Like, they can't even look us in the eye. They can't even talk.
Yeah, they awkward as hell, bro.
And we ask them, is everything okay with your haircut?
Yeah, they are. They're just trying to get out the conversation, bro.
But then they're scurrying out the door. But as soon as they get home, they type away on that computer, bro. Like it's their fucking diary, bro.
Yeah,
Let me
man.
ask you guys this. Let me ask you
Swear
guys
to
this. Do you
fuck
guys
God.
engage to them? Do you go, hey, how you guys doing?
Absolutely.
man.
So,
Absolutely.
That's what we're about, though. Like,
Absolutely.
reach your hand out to them.
Absolutely.
yeah, bro. we
Grab
try
their
that-
little hand. And
Bro,
shake
they're my
their little
paying
hand.
customers.
Yeah, we try to
They're
sell
my paying
sub.
customers.
We give them dabs. You know what I mean?
It's different because this is my place of business. So if they coming
Right.
in, I'm gonna treat them like it's, I'm gonna make them homely for a million. But his specific situation, that kid was at my home
Right.
on my driveway.
Right.
I should do the same thing then, huh? That kind of makes sense then. If they walk into my store, yeah, you know what? Fucking kid that your girlfriend's dad doesn't know your name. I'm sorry, man. You're right. I should have been more nicer to you, man.
Well, no,
Made him
you take
feel
that out. You
comfortable.
take that
Yeah.
moment to teach them and say, hey, when you come up to somebody's house, you introduce yourself.
Well, I just realized, man. I just realized now,
to
man.
our kids, I do that with Elijah.
Yeah.
Elijah knows to greet
Yeah.
adults.
I just realized when you
Yeah.
walk, there's no difference. You walking into my business or my house, I should be like, "Hey, how's it going, kid?" Yeah, that was my fault.
Make that impression. You know what I mean?
See,
Change
we
the
learn
script
every
on
day.
it.
Yeah.
Drop,
That's
Learn
drop
every
those
day.
walls.
All
Drop
right.
those fences.
You sure you don't know that kid's name? I want to apologize to him right now on there. Nah, fuck that kid. Next
No,
time
I do. Actually, I do make an effort to go talk to kids, like to talk to people. Right. Regardless if they're gonna to greet you or not. But that's on them. We are engaging, bro. We are, dog. We do. What? No, we are engaging. We do engage into our.
Oh,
with
with
our
the kids
guests.
coming here?
With kids, yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
all
I was just saying in that specific
in this
situation.
Specific.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And Dave, yeah.
I think I didn't say nothing to that kid. He was probably scared as fuck. Yeah, fucking A.
Yeah, he was scared.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But yeah, I mean, it happens, dude. I mean, like I said, they're kids, man.
He doesn't know if you were in prison or the Vietnam War or what.
Yeah, he
That's
doesn't- Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Vietnam War, what the fuck? That's about, for real, he might be thinking that shit.
That's kind of that was a little bit,
Hey,
that was pretty racist. Courtney.
This old ass motherfucker.
He's been hitting me all day. He's been hitting me all day.
fucking, these guys are Viet Cong or some shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Shit, we about to go to war with North Korea right now and shit, dog.
Different perspective, huh?
For
You're
real.
like, he
But-
didn't know. He didn't know.
Shit, we about to go to war right now. You hear that crazy
We're
ass
going to
shit?
war within our freaking own country,
They
bro.
might be bombing or these threatening to bomb Guam or missile Guam, right?
Yeah.
They got fucking alerts and shit. Like, you see that shit? Like, they're telling American citizens in Guam, like, if you see a flash, don't look at it. Yeah, it'll make you blind.
bro.
Yeah,
You see that shit, right?
yeah. I see
You
that
can tell an
shit.
Asian person not
They
to
have
look at a
pictures
flash.
of it,
They love
too.
taking pictures, bro.
They have pictures of it too.
Like, oh, big flashing light.
Oh shit, it's a flash.
It's an eclipse. It's an eclipse.
Nah,
I'm gonna look right at that shit.
Asian people gonna look at the flash. They love taking pictures, bro.
That's because Asian
Get a
people.
selfie real quick.
Yeah, they think it's a picture. Like, oh shit, let me.
You know
smile.
why? Because you seen Asian people driving, they got a whole fucking hazmat suit on and shit. Fuck, they're scared of the sun. So but then when they got all that shit on,
that visor going.
they got a whole hazmat suit on.
Visor, gloves.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But honestly, bro, I don't think ain't nothing gonna happen, man. I think Trump is a crazy motherfucker. I think he's just flexing back on that. What the fuck is that motherfucker's name?
Kim Jong Un or whatever.
I get him mixed up
Yeah.
with his grandpa. They got the same name and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, him and his dad.
The Kim Jong Il.
He
Right?
can't be. So China came out and said straight up. China said, if North Korea initiates attack, we're gonna stay neutral.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
good.
It's all so you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But if
okay.
America attacks first, we gotta do and back up North Korea. So then
Then we're cool.
Then ain't nothing gonna
We can have
happen.
it.
We're
Yeah.
cool.
No, we're
It's
cool.
all good.
It's all good.
It's all
because
good.
America's not dumb. We're not dumb enough to do a little fucking. That's a little
North
speck,
Korea, it's
bro.
like half the size of California.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that little Korean dude with the fucking undercut, he's not dumb enough
Him
to
and Mark
missile
Davis-
Guam.
Him and Mark Davis got the same fucking barber, bro.
Dumb and Dumber barber.
Nah, it's
Dude.
just some stupid shit, bro.
Dude,
Like,
if he
the barber's
dare-
fucked up, man.
Bro, if he dropped a fucking fart on Guam, we would fucking blow the North Korea wouldn't even exist anymore.
yeah,
bro.
man, it'd be that easy, dude.
It'd be all South
For real.
Korea.
If he dropped a fucking fart on there.
It wouldn't even be South Korea. It'd probably fucking get into South Korea, which wouldn't
Yeah,
be
I don't
Korea.
think they can nuke North Korea though, because they'll be all fucked up for the South.
No, they won't nuke.
You'll kill
Yeah,
hell
yeah.
of
They'll drop
civilians.
that big ass one they dropped in the Middle East. What was
Oh,
that?
yeah, yeah,
What's that
yeah.
shit called?
Mother of all bombs. And shit.
Yes, the
Moab.
mother, the
Moab,
Moab,
yeah.
boy.
Moab.
See, I don't know
The
nothing
mother
about that
of.
shit.
You don't know the mother of all bombs?
I know what it is, but I don't know nothing about them bombs and shit like that. Like,
Oh,
like
the
yeah, I know what a
Moab,
Moab
boy.
is. Mother of all bombs. Yeah, another.
They'll
acronym.
destroy the
Dropped that
shit
in,
out of them.
Afghanistan.
You know what I mean? They'll destroy the shit out of those guys. But you know what? I really don't think. I heard around the way. I heard this rumor. Because what the fuck is that motherfucker's name again? Kim Jong-un, right?
Yeah, Kim
Yeah.
Jong Un.
Kim Jong-un. This motherfucker, he lets government officials go into the West, like to learn like business and marketing and all these different things, accounting and all these different things. And he lets Dennis Rodman go to North Korea all the time. He's like a huge basketball fan.
Yeah, I actually watched
The
a
documentary.
documentary on
That
that
Dennis
Spanish
Rodman
kid.
chick?
Nah,
Oh.
that Spanish kid. The Spanish dude.
What's Spanish, dude?
It's on Netflix, dude. There's like a Spanish like ambassador for North
Oh
Korea.
yeah, he's worked for him. I seen
He
him.
works for North Korea, dude.
So
he
that leads
born
me to
there?
believe. So that leads me to
Nah,
believe.
he's just ambassador for Spain.
Oh, and he hangs
Or-
out over there in North
No, he
all
works
there.
there.
He
Like he works
works-
there. He's like an official. He's a government official
For North Korea.
for North Korea.
North
He's
Korea.
a Spaniard. He's a Spaniard.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe. I think Kim Jong Un. I think deep down inside, he likes America. He likes American shit.
Yeah, he does like American shit.
He like
Yeah.
how can you not? How can you like American shit and not like America?
Yeah.
That don't
Yeah.
make no sense.
Dude, he's the only one that he has full control of the whole damn
He's
country.
the only
Yeah.
guy in
He's
the
the only-
world who likes Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
I think he's seen all our movies too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
he
man.
didn't. That haircut he got, he didn't get from some North Korean style book.
Yeah, true. True.
He saw.
maybe he
That shit
did.
it was
Isn't
a
that from, like,
haircut all you
Lionheart or
motherfuckers
something?
had in 6th grade, bro.
Yeah.
all you guys had that hair. Everybody but Courtney had that haircut in 6th grade, bro. That part in the middle.
I
and
had
shit.
that. I had that haircut.
We all had that
Yeah,
haircut.
that's what I mean.
The 7-3.
Is that what they called it?
No, the 7-3 part. Oh, okay.
Larry had it.
Like if the head is like a whole 10, it's 7 and then 3. Like how do I explain it? How can I explain it?
What, a
Help me
7
out here,
o'clock
Courtney.
and a
How do you
3
explain that?
7 parts of the whole.
I done went back to the haircut I had when I was little.
Which
I had-
one is
I had,
that?
I had my haircut. Like,
What a coma?
Nah,
Yeah, the
man.
7-3
Like,
where it's over to the corner.
Nah, bro.
side, and it goes
I
over
hate
the
I hate to
side.
break it to you, bro, but your hair wasn't that cool. You weren't that cool when you were little. I hate to break it to you, bro. Your haircut did not look like that,
I
bro.
wasn't even fixing.
I think
my
you had the
shit.
same haircut.
I wasn't
there.
even fixing.
I
my
think you had to say it.
shit. Yeah.
Nah, you didn't have no fade. That shit was just.
Both of you guys
Oh,
had
it
the
was
same
just,
haircut.
it was just.
Well,
I had a flat top growing up.
Dog,
bro.
I went to his house the other day to pick up the GoPro, man. I ain't been there in like fuck. Like,
See his pops. and
Same
shit?
house?
nah, I seen a picture of him, but his pops got the same haircut. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. Tell your dad I said what's up, man.
Same haircut for sure. He even dressed the same too.
Yep.
Dope.
He even dressed-
Mailman's outfit?
Yeah, actually.
That's what I remember. I always remember his
Oh, yeah,
dad.
yeah.
His dad is a mailman.
Yeah.
Hey,
His
my
dad is a
dad retired
mailman.
from the post office too.
His dad worked for the.
My
Yeah,
dad
it's not a
retired,
racist
too.
thing.
Yeah.
It's just. It just happens to be a coincidence
it's just
that
fact.
Filipino people
It's fact.
His
are
dad sold real
nurses
estate
or
and he was a
fact.
mailman.
It's fact.
and part-time
Yeah,
nurse.
that's fact.
That's how we know.
It's fact.
It just happens to be coincidence. It was nothing racial.
But tell him I said what's up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure. I told him, I was like, dude, I'm gonna see Courtney today.
What'd he say?
Oh no, like
How
that's
does
good.
he remember who I am?
That's good.
Don't get arrested.
Oh, man.
No, hey, you know I saw
Loden,
Marcus.
stay away from those guys.
No, I seen Marcus like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, how's he, man?
Randoms.
Fucking, I don't know. I just saw him. What's up? Hey,
I just
how
saw
you
him.
doing? And then took off.
Dude, so I don't know if you guys
Just
even realize,
greeting.
man, but like in I believe it was like, so Marcus was this other because we all went to the same Christian school that we talked about there was like, I was like, in our class was like a couple of black dudes.
Courtney, Marcus, and Kahan. And that was it.
There's 3 black dudes.
Terrence.
4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Okay, so this one time.
Anyways.
So Terrence,
Hey, you guys had a lot of black kids in one Christian school.
so Terrence,
On the east side.
so we used to, so when you're little kids, we're in grade school. They would make you go, like, we'd get in line. They'd call bathroom break. And we'd all get in line and, go to the bathroom, right? And this one time, Larry and I were standing behind.
I remember this day.
Yeah. All right, this day is forever etched in my
I
brain.
remember.
So we're standing behind Terrence, right? And, like, we smell some funky ass shit. Like, we smell some shit. We're like, Larry, you smell that? Yeah, it smells like some shit. And we looked, and because Terrence was in front of us. And mind you, we're in line to go to the bathroom. There's like flies flying around his asshole and shit.
I think we were in line.
That's gross,
After
bro.
you get out the bathroom.
Was it half? That's even worse.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
even worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
And you saw like a little yellow stain on his pants. And we were like, ugh, you shit in your pants, boy. You shit in your pants. No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Bro, you got flies flying around your asshole.
There was flies flying around.
There's literally
Those
flies
flies.
There was
flying around his
flies on the
asshole,
dude.
dog.
That's
Why
pretty
didn't he
gross.
just go to the bathroom?
I don't know.
Oh, hey.
It was probably playing peekaboo,
Hey,
man.
some kids can't take
Here
a
I
shit at
am.
school.
Here I'm
How old
Yeah,
were you?
man.
Oh, dude.
I'm like
Elementary
Third, fourth
still.
grade.
Third,
This is elementary.
we're in grade school.
Yeah, dude.
Anywhere
I
from
don't know.
1st to 4th grade.
Yeah.
In that range.
Yeah.
In that range.
Well, you guys went to Liberty Baptist, right?
Yup.
Yeah, I went to St. Patrick's and shit.
Yep. Did somebody shit at that school too? Their pants?
Nah, but I think it was like the first week of public school when I went to Obiweli
Uh-huh.
in 5th grade. I got in a fight with Fong.
Okay.
Like everybody.
Fong,
hated-
for
our
everybody
boy.
doesn't know.
It's our boy.
We turned out
Well, he-
we're like good friends now.
That's my homie.
Yeah, we're good friends.
Dog, I swear that school is in the hood, right? And it was already institutionalized, bro. It's funny as hell. They're like, hey, dude. So I go and hang out with these kids in my class, right? And then, they want me to like, oh, who are you? Or you want to hang out with us? You got to fight this kid. And I'm like,
What the fuck?
right?
That's how it was back in the day, right? That's how it was.
No,
We
that's
didn't
how
do
it was. No, but I'm in the public school, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the public school.
Yeah,
so
okay.
now it's my, first week. And they're like,
So that's
hey.
fine.
No, but I'm already.
Okay, it's okay, guys. I promise.
No.
it's okay.
And
You
for
grew up
me,
in the hood already.
And for me,
You already
that's
grew
not
up
a
in the
problem. These kids just don't know me, right? I know other kids in the school already because they grew up in my neighborhood, right? So they're like,
Yeah.
all right,
This
you
is
wanna hang out
kindergarten,
with us?
right?
Nah, this is in 5th grade.
Oh,
okay.
So they're like, all right, there's this kid in the bathroom. You got to fight him, right? What the fuck? Right? And I'm like, for real? They're like, yeah. So I go in the bathroom, right? And it's only Fong.
Did you really want to hang out with these guys that bad?
No, they were just in my class, right? Whatever.
But they said if you want to hang out with
Nah,
us.
it wasn't like, I'm probably making it sound worse than that. And I was probably like, oh, I'll do it already. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was probably like, oh, yeah, I'm cool already. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Back then it
I
was.
fuck with it.
Who's down? You
Yeah,
down?
yeah, I was
fuck with it.
I was
Who
probably
down?
like, yeah, I'm already down. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh, you got to be cool. I was
Okay, I
probably
get-
like, you know
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
All right, so they're like, yeah, he's in the bathroom, right? So I go in the bathroom and Fong's washing his hands and shit. Right? I'm like, hey, and I pushed him, bro, and I'm wearing all white, right?
Okay.
I pushed him, and then me and him fight, and Fong, he grew up in the hood too, right? He grew up in the neighborhood. You
Well,
remember
obviously,
Fong?
well, we all know Fong,
Right,
of course.
All right. So all he did was kick me, dude, and he was wearing his dad's sneakers, bro. And the bathrooms, the floors are wet, dude. I'm wearing a white T-shirt and some bright ass jeans, right?
You weren't
Right,
prepared for this, yeah.
right?
Yeah, you were.
Dude, I remember fucking them. All right, there's two of them standing outside the door and shit, and then they yell inside after we squab and shit. They yell inside the bathroom, "Hey, yard duty!" Right? So we run up to the fucking sinks and start washing our hands and shit. Both of us, right? After we're done. And I walk out and I had a fucking shoe print on my shirt, on my shirt and on my jeans, dude. And it was a big ass shoe. I know that little motherfucker didn't fucking wear that big of shoes, dude. So I had the whole day, and that was like first recess, right?
That is dad shoes on.
Yeah, that motherfucker's wearing dad's shoes, bro. So the whole day,
In 5th grade.
yeah, the whole day I had a fucking shoe print on my shirt and jeans, dude. And it was like a size 9.5, bro. And I remember walking home, like looking at this shit, dude, like, what the fuck?
You probably went home and your parents thought you got trampled, boy.
My parents didn't care, bro. They didn't look at my clothes. I just remember having a fat ass shoe print on my shirt. And my
Your
jeans,
siblings,
bro.
whoever saw you, was like, this motherfucker got trampled
Yeah,
by some
but-
big ass foot motherfucker.
Yeah, it looked like I got kicked by a fucking adult and shit.
A kid in some adult shoes.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So yeah, that was my first running with Fung and shit. That's my homie now though.
Oh,
That's-
we all
that's my
did some
folks,
stupid
man.
shit when we were kids. You remember we were at Piedmont, Courtney? I think we were like freshman or sophomore. And Mr. London in science class didn't let you go to the field trip, and you threw some batteries at him.
No, he just kicked me out of class.
Oh, okay, I thought it was a field
And
trip.
then- no, well, I don't know. He said something, and then I don't know. I got mad and threw some batteries, and then I think he kicked me out of class. Something.
Yeah, we were some badass kids. I remember
Dude.
talking back to the teachers all day, dude.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't remember stuff because me and this guy got into a lot of shit. So,
I
it's
remember,
just
I remember
like-
some
Like
of it,
in
dude.
middle school, dude.
fuck, we had to walk home from Great America.
That was just
Like,
sucked.
like
From Santa Clara,
miles.
yeah.
or
From
something.
we walked
12
home
miles.
from fucking Santa Clara to San Jose.
That's a long walk.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's
Hell
like a 7-hour
no.
walk or something like
Yeah,
that.
the furthest I walked was from
I remember that night.
Berryessa Flea Market, dude.
Dude, so we're walking.
the
It was
furthest I
me.
walked.
It was me, Courtney, and Kenji. And then Kenji went to go take. It's like, oh man, this is how he talks. Oh, man, I gotta take a piss. And he goes, and he fucking takes a piss in a bush. And you hear some, hey, there's a fucking bum in the bush.
No. That was all three of us were pissing right there.
You guys
And then
all
I
pissed-
remember just
you guys
looking
R. Kelly
down.
the bum, bro.
No, I look down and then there's a bum right there, and we're pissing all over him, but he doesn't move. He's like, ow. I think he's dead to this day.
You guys knew he was there and you guys kept pissing on him.
Well, you know, once you
can't
start,
stop.
you can't stop.
I can't
Cut it off.
You
can't
could move
stop.
over though.
So you got three like 12-year-old boys just pissing all over.
It's how
him.
they-
You guys, all right. So you guys reverse R. Kelly them. You guys young.
He probably
pissing on an
woke up
adult.
and figured he had a wild night.
Young Vincent reverse R. Kelly his ass.
You guys were young
Damn.
pissing on an adult and shit.
We were some badass kids, dude. I remember when we were little too. You got in trouble for writing you wrote like a death threat to the principal.
No.
Mr. Kaiser, remember
That-
that?
I remember that.
I remember that.
That, that'll still get you in trouble to this day.
I heard that.
It's okay, man.
You
We're
wrote a
kids,
death
man.
threat to the principal, bro. Damn.
They fucking took all his. He's being shy. It's all right. He took all. They took all his pens and they started to like match his CV.
They just tell you to
No,
write the
no,
alphabet
no.
and shit.
That's when I wrote "fuck you, Burke."
Oh
on
fuck
my
you!
desk.
Oh,
That's
oh,
at Liberty.
Sam Burke.
Why you
No,
say?
Miss Burke, his mom.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's even better. Oh, fuck you to his mom.
Damn.
So we all went to
forgot
school.
about them. I
So
forgot about
we went
them.
to school with the guy named Sam Burke, and his mom was a teacher there. So that's the background. The kid was in the same class with us, same grade and everything.
I
His mom was a
forgot.
teacher. So Courtney's referencing. He wrote "fuck you, Burke" to his mom.
Damn. I forgot about
on a
all
desk.
So you know I'm friends. So
How's that gonna get to him though?
No, it's the teacher. It's
That's
to
for
the
his
teacher.
mom.
And the teacher, she had the class. I think she was.
That's for
I might have already been in detention.
we were in
So
detention
she
every
was
day.
Running
You guys,
detention.
you guys
and so,
every day.
You know,
Every
just you had nothing else to do, so you're just like, what else can I do?
Sketched on a desk.
It don't matter
right,
detention. Our parents aren't picking us up until 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock anyway.
Right. I've been here all day. I got nothing else to do.
So at our school in grade school, when you got detention, they had detention in grade school with shit.
Yeah.
I had detention plenty of times. in
Yeah,
high
exactly,
school.
dude.
Yeah.
So when you go to detention, they would
That's where
just
I
make
learned
you,
most shit.
they would just make you They would just make you copy just copy words all day long.
Yeah.
Me and Courtney were in detention so much we had our own laminated copies and shit. And like what Larry was saying is like our parents are all working and shit. So we ain't getting home anyways. Like if we're waiting for them to pick them up, they ain't gonna pick us up till late anyways.
Later,
Yeah,
huh?
they're not picking us up.
So it don't matter if I'm going to detention or not, because regardless, we still at the school anyways, just waiting.
Yeah.
If anything, you're keeping me safe.
Yeah.
Well, we got in trouble for like just nonsense. I don't know.
Like what? I
always
don't remember.
nonsense.
We did so much shit.
It's always nonsense
I
and
don't
not
remember,
nonsense
dude.
because it's
Yeah.
some shit that you're not supposed to be
Well,
doing.
because they want you to sit there and listen to the lecture,
Yeah.
and you're like
Yeah.
9 or 10. Like,
Dude, how about this?
I'm only
like,
going to give you 5 seconds worth of attention, and
Yeah.
then that's it. Like, what else is going on in here?
yeah.
I remember for like first and second grade, even third grade, like for recess, my recess would be spent standing on the line. You guys remember that?
Yeah, remember
You guys
standing on the line? We can't
Dude.
play.
Because we would be
damn it.
we'd be talking in class, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's 5 minutes on the line," and then when
Yeah,
recess
something
happens,
like that.
we're standing on the line the whole recess.
I remember that Christian school. It fucked me up.
I didn't learn how to speak English properly till like I was in 3rd grade, bro.
That shit fucked me up because they would say. I remember they would.
You would have
teach-
been in trouble all the time.
I was in trouble all the time.
I would always ask them like they would teach because in Christian school you got to study the Bible, and I'd ask them, why is that? How do you know it's true? You want me to memorize this shit? You want me to learn this shit? And you want me to tell other motherfuckers about this shit? I think it's okay for me being an 8-year-old to ask you how you know it's true, right?
For real.
But they would never give me an answer, and I'd get in trouble because I was curious. Because I'd go home and I'd tell my mom about all this stuff because this is the fucking crazy shit. I told you guys before. My parents were Buddhist. But they sent me to a Christian school. So in a Christian school, they're saying that you shouldn't be doing all these different things. You should be worshiping God, all these Jesus, all these things. And I'd come home and I see my mom doing that like Buddhist stuff, and I'm like, Mom, but they told me not to do that at school. I don't care what they teach you at school. What the fuck?
You ain't
Yeah,
there
but
for
see,
that.
you got in trouble for like forging your parents' signature.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
You know,
I would
like
forge my
that.
parents'
Come on
signatures
now.
too. I did that all throughout my whole
Stealing
until,
pins.
That's a different. That's
until my
irrelevant.
senior year, bro. I put myself through different high schools forging
No,
and
this
grabbing
is
my
like
own
second
transcripts and
grade.
shit.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
second grade.
Dude, my fucking Hayden, my oldest son, fucking forged my signature in kindergarten. I caught his bitch ass, dude.
Like motherfucker, you can't
You got in
Fucker.
trouble for cheating.
I got in trouble for all types of shit. I remember when I got kicked out that school. I was sitting in math class. I was bored as fuck, and there was this. I don't even know the motherfucker's name. It was this fat ass white dude, fat ass motherfucker, dude. He kept kicking my fucking desk and shit. And I was, you guys remember that shit?
I remember.
And I remember I turned around. I turned
remember
around.
something
I turned
like that.
around and I was like, "Hey man, stop kicking my chair." And he was like, "Okay." And then literally kicked it again. I turned around. I was like, "Hey dude, you think I ain't playing with you, man. Stop kicking my chair, bro." He's like, "I'll do whatever I want." Oh,
Damn,
you
who the
fucker.
fuck was that? I remember that shit.
I don't know,
remember
man.
that shit.
So I ended up after class, ended up getting in trouble and shit for beating his ass or getting in trouble, getting into a fight. I remember I went to the principal's office. Remember Mr. Chaffin?
It
Yeah.
could have been Terrence.
No.
No?
No. Me and Terrence, after the whole pants shitting incident, we were like brothers, bro. Hey, no. You can't fight with somebody that's shitting their pants,
Oh,
bro.
what are you gonna do? You can't do nothing.
Remember Mr. Chaffin? He was our principal. Remember that guy?
Yep.
Didn't he allegedly, dude, this school was so fucked up, bro. One of our principals, he fucking he hung himself, dog.
That was
Yeah.
Mr. Kaiser.
At school?
Well, I was gonna say any names, dog, but okay.
No, not at school.
Bleep that shit. Bleep that shit.
Huh.
He,
He was
hung
a cool
himself.
guy though too.
He hung himself because he was having an affair with one of the teachers at the school who was married too, dog.
It was all good. He just
Yeah,
thought,
that's
you know,
not-
the
I mean,
church
you know,
would
when
be
you're adult-
like, hey,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
The church got
That's
too
not
carried away.
It was the
Yeah.
hot teacher too that everybody liked.
Yeah, dude, she was milfy, bro. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but you know, as an adult, you know what I'm saying? Like we might think nothing of it, dude. It's probably deeper than that, though. You know what I mean?
True, but you're sending the wrong message. You're talking about a
Of
church
course,
school.
of course,
and-
of course.
Yeah.
No, of
okay,
course.
you could have made adultery, fine, but now you
Yeah.
go hang yourself. Like,
Nah, but of course,
you know what
but
it
it's
was?
probably deeper than that, though.
It's the whole fucking church
probably
getting
right.
on him
You're
too.
right.
Yeah.
It's the church with all that
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Spewing all that bullshit
but you
on
don't
him.
know what he was going through. Other than that, though,
Real.
still don't
Okay.
take your life.
Okay.
You
You
got
don't
kids,
know.
you know.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
no, you don't know,
People-
man.
I can't speak on that.
Yeah, you
all
don't
I
know,
know
man.
is
You don't
all
know
I
what's going through
all
that
I
kid.
know
You don't
is
know what's going through someone's mind, man.
yeah, I can't speak on that. All I know is for a fact that the church condemned him.
Word.
That's what I do
That's
know.
one of the reasons.
Well,
Well, yeah,
I'm
he was
not.
the
I'm not
pastor.
saying any reasons. I'm not
was the
saying any
pastor
reasons.
of the
All
church.
I'm just saying is
Not
that
the
he got
reasons.
condemned for it.
Yeah.
The church
Yeah.
got condemned, and all I'm saying is my point is, I'm not speaking on why he committed suicide. I don't know why. All I'm saying is it's some bullshit for the church to condemn him, man.
Yeah,
that shit
man.
needs to evolve, man.
Yeah, no, because they're supposed to be forgiving and things like that. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
some
why
bullshit.
I don't fully believe in all like in shit like that. You know what I mean?
I said before, man.
because if you're all for like
There's
forgiving and shit
no
like that, there's like, come on,
fucking
man.
way that fucking book, through all these different translations and all these different people, hasn't been doctored. There's no fucking way.
No, it is.
It's just lessons learned in there. That's all.
There's no
It's
fucking
like,
way.
just
it's like
recounts the
Aesop's
stories.
fables.
But we don't even know. Yeah, it's essentially fables.
Yeah.
A lot of it is.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
a
like
fucking fable.
no. Check this out. If
the
there's
whole-
a room if there's a
Like
room
the
of
whole
us,
boy crying
right?
wolf, all that shit. Those are just lessons. You know what I mean?
No, but
Same
if there's a
thing.
room
I feel you.
full
I
of
feel you.
people,
I
and
feel
you're
you.
like, imagine if High told me a message, right? Like this monkey ate a banana, right? And then there's like 30. There's like 30 people, and I have to tell the next person what
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? By the
Yeah.
time it gets to the 29th person, it's not even a monkey that ate the banana anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know,
By the time it gets to the third person, the monkey sucked off the banana.
Yeah, bro.
All types of.
you know
the
what I'm
monkey
saying?
and the
It
baby
ain't
had a
even a
love
monkey
child.
anymore. It ain't even a monkey.
It's not even a monkey anymore.
No, it's not even a
You know what I'm
monkey.
saying?
It's fucking.
It was some 35-year-old Vietnamese
man.
guy.
Exactly. It
This
turned
Sucked
dude
off
put
a
a
banana.
This
It
dude
turned
put
out
a
to be
banana
not
in
even
this
a
girl's
banana,
monkey.
bro.
Is that what that turns out to?
And that's in the same language. Imagine translating that shit
Yeah.
to different languages.
Exactly.
Now imagine telling a Chinese guy, "Hey man, this monkey ate a banana." The Chinese guys go, "Oh man, you hear about that crazy monkey? It sucked off a banana." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Banana.
It sucked off a white guy.
And that's all it is, man.
He said banana. He said banana's
things
white.
change and shit.
Yeah.
Things change. Just like I said, it's doctored. It's different fucking meanings to different people.
Well, there was that.
You know?
There was that meeting in Rome. I don't know what it's called. I can't. Maybe Tin can look it up. But there was a meeting in Rome. There's a meeting in Rome where all these Roman people they sat there and they decided what they were going to include in the Bible and what they weren't going to include in the Bible, and that's true. Like there was a meeting like that. That's
In
true.
the Vatican.
Like for the New Testament or
something.
something.
Exactly.
Or
What were they
something.
going to include and
Or
what they didn't
something.
want to include?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fact.
Right.
There was that meeting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's the other side too. Is how much of it is relevant for today?
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean, it's the Bible. We can worship it, and I don't discredit it. I believe there was a God, but
I believe there's a God too.
Yeah.
But
I believe there's a
the
higher
sin-
being.
higher being.
There's a higher
There's
being.
something.
that took place in the Bible. How much is that of that is relevant today? You
Absolutely.
can't apply any of it to
Some of it.
anything.
You can
No,
apply
there's-
some of it.
absolutely.
Other than
Learn.
be
There's
nice to
lessons
each other.
learned.
Yeah.
Take care of each other. Don't steal your
Yeah,
bread.
don't.
And
Absolutely.
Don't kill. You know what I'm saying?
fuel.
Don't steal your bread.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
Bread.
Don't steal no bread.
Yeah,
You know what I
no,
mean?
that's real. That's relevant. But like
Exactly.
the actual stories are like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers ain't walking through the desert anymore like that. You know,
Like
what I mean?
how tall was Goliath? Like
Yeah, exactly. bro.
5'9" maybe.
yeah, the dude was like,
They weren't that
he
tall
was-
back
he
then.
was-
They didn't have enough nutrients to be that tall.
Yeah.
How the fuck you gonna be that tall?
It was
He
like-
was like 10
what's
feet
it,
tall. or something.
Tywin Lannister.
like you guys know the story. Like you guys,
Tyrion. It was
you
like
guys-
Tyrion killed a regular dude and shit.
Like you guys know the story.
Game of Thrones and shit. You know, that's
like
David
Samson and
Goliath
Delilah. You guys know that story, right?
Yeah.
Like Samson, for those of you who don't know, is this like warrior gifted by God that could kick some serious ass. He was like the
His
Terminator
hair.
of biblical times.
Yeah.
And he had long ass hair, and it was said that you're not supposed to cut your hair, else you
Or
lose your power.
He got his strength from his hair.
He got his strength
Yeah.
from his hair, right? But then he started fucking with that bitch Delilah, all right?
Hey, bitches.
Yeah, and then she cut off his hair, and he lost all his powers.
Where?
Hair
So I
was
think-
balls.
So I think for
So what's
me,
the moral of the story?
don't trust these bitches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't trust these hoes out
Still
here,
relevant.
boy.
Is that
Never
still
trust
relevant?
them hoes.
relevant.
You gotta
Still
play
relevant.
never trust them hoes.
Still
Don't
relevant.
trust them hoes.
Still relevant.
I told your ass you can have everything you want. All you gotta do is braid your hair. I know it got like braid that shit,
Huh.
but nah, you had to fuck with this bitch Delilah from across the way. I told you that town ain't no good where she came from.
Yup.
And wait a minute, how does that work? Like his hair's cut? Does he just like
He all of a sudden went from like perma bulk and just went to skin and bones.
Yeah,
Or
like,
he
how,
was
does that work?
He was
How
putting
does
up
that-
like 320, and then all of a sudden he was only putting up 140.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
because he got a haircut.
Yeah.
He went from
yeah.
power lifter to Justin Bieber.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how many bodybuilders would have hair like Rapunzel right now?
No, that's not the moral of the story. The moral of the story. The moral of the story is not about his hair and his strength. The moral of the story is can't trust these bitches.
But yeah, you can't trust them, man. You know, and it's tough out there. You know, it's tough out there. Like,
Oh, the mob.
so in my wife's podcast, I think Tin alluded to it. So my wife, God bless her, man, I love her, man. I say it. When I first met her, the very first place I took her to eat, I took her to Jack in the Box, bruh.
Oh God.
And we've been together for 12 years, bruh. And at that time, Larry, I don't remember back at that time, I was doing pretty well for myself. You know, I had some loot, right? So my whole thing was I wanted to make sure that she wasn't just with me for the loot. And yeah, man, that little non-English speaking motherfucker wasn't, man. She's still here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember. I remember those days.
Yeah,
I
man.
remember those days. I was chilling in the office a lot.
Yeah, man.
After
I
work,
remember.
yeah.
I remember when I first met her.
Yeah.
You and I were talking.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, she's dope and all, man. She's pretty bad. This is my exact words. I told Larry. She's pretty bad, but it's weird though. Like when she talks though, it's like
Yeah, that was the main.
yeah. When she
Yeah.
talks, like she looks like she looks dope. She's like one of us. But when she talks, it sounds like a fucking like village from Cambodia that just erupts from her mouth. It's like 5 Cambodian villagers jumped out. I was like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So that was little, but little did I know. Now I think back about it, she was probably like thinking the same thing about me. She was like, he looks regular. If I telling all her friends, she looks regular. But like when he opens his mouth, he's like this like knockoff of like Yo MTV Raps. He thinks he's like on BET.
And I had her sit right in front of him too, like in his office. He'd have her sit right in the desk right in front.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Man. Yeah, man. You
Because
know,
you don't want to be staring at dudes all day anyway.
no, of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah.
You know,
I fully understand what I was doing.
of course, of course,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Of
That's
courst.
what you're supposed to do.
We're all
yeah,
dudes, bro.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that.
But I mean, it's
12 years later.
12. You're still learning, man. Because like, no matter what happens, she's still Asian at heart. Like deep, like authentic. You know, some shit's different. Some shit, gets lost in translation.
Some.
Is she the
Most-
Asian you wish you were?
A little bit.
Yeah. She hasn't.
I'll keep it real.
She hasn't assimilated fully yet.
No,
nah.
wait, when you ask him, is she the Asian that you wish you were? You mean like cultured wise, or?
I think so. I bet like the most articulate way, the most eloquent way I could put it is, she's Asian enough for the both of us.
Yeah,
There you go. And you're
There you
American
go.
enough
Okay,
for
there
both
you
of
go.
y'all.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Because man, there's some shit like I don't know what that particular Asian fruit. Hey, babe, what is that?
Yeah.
That's the.
And then you can explain American shit.
That's the Vietnamese. That's not the
more
Cambodian
Vietnamese,
one.
that's not
It
That ain't the
sound-
Cambodian.
It sounds the
Kinda
same,
the
bro.
It's kind of the
Asian
same, bro.
accents, Asian accent to me, bro. You can fucking say whatever. It's a no, fucking no. That's all I hear, bro. Motherfucker. That's all I hear, bro. Dude, there's no Asian language that sounds like pretty.
Yeah. No, I
Sounds
don't.
ugly, bro. Do you
Well,
know if any Asian language sounds good?
Well,
Compared to what?
Like
Huh.
like a French chick speaking French sounds hot. A fucking Cambodian chick speaking
Even-
Cambodian doesn't sound hot.
Depends on how hot she is.
Yeah, true. You're right.
That's
Yeah.
okay. You got me there. You got me there.
when it's a hot girl, you lose
don't matter
all
what
of
language.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
you're
don't
right,
know
you're
what kind
right.
of words coming out of her mouth,
Okay,
bro.
so let's
Say that again.
So blind. No, there's no looks. There's
Okay,
no
when you
looks. You
close
just
your
hear
eyes.
it. You just hear it. You just hear it. Let's just say you hear it.
Like the Arabic language, it sounds beautiful. I think that
It
language,
does.
That's a
It
beautiful
does.
language.
It does. French sounds good.
Yeah.
Spanish sounds good.
But actually,
I love that
there's-
shit, bro. I love that shit,
No,
bro.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
None of that. Hey, come here, motherfucker. I don't like that shit.
Like, all right, so what I don't like, not
You-
that
you
I don't
come-
like,
you
what
come get
I don't
this
think
pussy.
it's
No, fuck doesn't
Yeah.
turn me on, bro.
no.
Who turns that on?
Who
turned on by that?
The Asian
You're pretty
accent.
good at this.
The
I do this shit all day long.
The Asian accent. That's when they speak English. That like I.
Oh
like
yeah,
FOBs, FOBs, right?
They
I-
should speak
it
their
does-
regular language.
it doesn't
instead
sound
of
good, dude.
English.
No, you know
But
what
then you
throws
got-
me off
what's
is
up?
when you have an Asian person that speaks with a Southern accent.
Oh,
Hey, play, and that dude,
like
dude
that
from
video.
Texas,
I know.
that video,
What's that video
I
of that
know
dude
people like
Texas?
that.
Throw that shit on.
that
Have you
dude from
seen? Have you heard this
Texas.
dude? So
No.
there's this dude. He looks like.
Okay? I asked you a simple question, dude. You some motherfucker responded like you don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's an Asian dude.
Man, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Come on, nigga.
That's an Asian dude.
Come on, bring up your chest then, dog. What your bitch ass gonna do?
The Asian dude punking the hell out of black dude inside the liquor
Your
store.
bitch ass ain't gonna do a goddamn thing, trick. All right,
You right.
Listen. Nigga.
That's an Asian dude talking to a black dude inside his liquor store.
Sounds
So
like
that-
a black dude with a
Hold on, it
Texas
gets better. It gets better. Hold on, it gets better.
Yeah.
Wood, Texas. This is
Listen, it gets better, it gets better.
H-Town, man. You boys better know you just can't come in any kind of store with that bullshit. Real talk.
Listen back.
This shit real.
The first motherfucker I fucked up. You be number 5.
You be number 5, motherfucker. You be the first motherfucker I fucked up.
That's
You be
an
number
Asian
5.
cat in Texas.
You be number
Fucking
5.
some black dude that was talking shit inside his liquor
See,
store.
it goes back to that article we were talking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
Are you saying this guy's stealing black culture? Nah, man, that's just who he is.
He's a product of his
No, he's from
environment.
Texas.
man.
I mean,
Exactly.
he said nigga, so he, you're gonna
Well,
be
I
like,
don't
all
know.
right, he's kind of talking like a
yeah.
No, but he's
But
accepted
got
though. He's
got a
accepted now.
Southern accent.
You know.
Not even
Yeah.
a Southern accent. He's got a Texas
He-
accent.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got a Texas
You know,
accent.
but-
Southern accent will be even thicker.
Like some people would say we, like, dude, like on the last podcast, somebody called me a Chinese N-word. You know? Yeah. Yeah. The last podcast.
And you ain't even Chinese.
I know.
That other dude wasn't black either.
Oh, a white lady called me that. Yeah, the dude I was just talking to right now, that dude looks like fucking like one of our father, like David's father.
He looked like, yeah, he looked like a
Bitch
like a
ass
regular
Trick.
Asian dude. You know
You
what I
can
mean?
do a goddamn thing, Trick. You be the first motherfucker. You be number 5. I think it would
He was
have been.
keeping tallies and shit.
I think that should have been funner if he said it in a Vietnamese accent. That would have been funnier,
What the
dude.
hell was he talking about anyway?
Some
so the-
dude was in there.
Some
inside
black
his
dude
liquor
was
store
acting
talking
up,
shit.
looking like smoky aged, like 50 years.
But he was in there talking shit
That
inside his
motherfucker
liquor
looks like
store, dog.
Smokey from Friday. Like fast forward like 50 years.
He
and
went
shit.
from behind the counter, walked all the way into the front, and punked the shit out of this dude.
What you gonna do, Trick?
That's it. You know, he kicked him out of the
You
store.
gonna do a
and shit.
goddamn thing, Trick. Bitch ass
You know?
N-word.
But like,
I'm not gonna use that word.
yeah, man.
But bitch ass N-word. And then see, people weren't tripping. That dude. This is Houston, Texas. This
Yeah, it's
H-
real
this
out there, man.
H-town. Can't be coming in with that bullshit. Bitch ass N-word. You know what I mean? So, Courtney, how do you feel as an African American when you hear other races use that word? How do you feel when they say that? With that, yeah.
Man, you know what? Really, I don't know. It's been used so much. I think it's different than the other word that was meant to be derogatory.
So, are you saying what you're saying is you take it into
what was
context?
addressed? What was addressed to slaves?
So the context of it, like the way it's being used, you would use that.
Yeah, but
to
now
gauge.
see, you could take that all the way back to where that other girl was getting upset about other people taking black culture.
Okay.
And that word is a good example because that was a word that was used for, I think, black people at some point, right? Whether it was pre-civil rights days or after civil rights days to relate.
I feel you.
And that was a word that they used together.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
But it's all different. But no,
That
but
definitely
it's
is a black culture
and-
thing.
But it's like
Now-
an age range, though, right? You don't say that word in front of like a 50-year-old, 60-year-old woman
that's black
or
culture.
man, right?
No, that's
Well,
straight.
but
That's
like-
black culture.
No,
Yeah,
well,
you
I'm
know
not saying
what
that word at all.
Right? But like you get to like the 20-year-olds and the 25s and the 30s, you say that word, they don't.
That's
think
not
nothing of it,
hip-hop.
right?
That's black
well,
culture.
look, it's one of those things again to where, especially here in America, where everybody utilizes somebody else's culture.
Yeah.
I remember there's a video on YouTube, and there's some guys out of Kentucky. They got Confederate flags, and they're rapping, and they're rapping black style. I mean, they sound like Gucci Man or whatever.
Gucci Mane.
Yeah, but they got Confederate flags behind
Old ass
them.
man, yeah.
So you gotta, and it's okay. They have Confederate flags. They might not be racist, but
They're from the South.
right. But they're taking something from somebody else's culture, and that's what we do today. That's what I mean. We utilize
That's what
things
you're
from
supposed- that's
everybody else's
part of
culture.
America,
So
right?
Why get upset if somebody else does it? And the same thing is you're just saying with the word nigga, like, what am I going to get upset about?
I feel
You know
you.
what I mean? Like,
feel
what
you.
am I
Really
going to
just
get
a
upset about?
word at
It's
the end of the day, right?
yeah, it's
That's
things.
that's a word that Larry and I were just saying in the side
It's
conversation.
the company you're with also.
I'm just don't want to
Nah.
use that word. You know?
No, but
I-
like there,
It shows,
all right,
it shows,
so
signs,
there's
it shows
there's
signs of like.
all right. So in some some circles or whatnot, it is a term of endearment,
Yeah, term of endearment.
right? Be like that's my
Yeah.
right. That's my boy, right?
Well,
We folks, right?
And that's just
Yeah.
how things change. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
If-
saying. You don't say it around a 50-year-old woman or like African American women, right? There's a time and place. You have to know your audience,
Yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I
And
mean?
well, you got to accept it. Like if you're a Filipino dude and you were hanging out with a bunch of brothers and you grew up with them, and you've always said nigga, nobody ever caught on that you were Filipino saying the word
That's
nigga
what I mean. It's
because
a term
everybody
of
looked
endearment.
at you
It's
as
like
just,
it's my if you're using it in that.
You dark
term.
enough. You dark enough.
The problem arises though when you go step outside of your comfort zone and your circle and you start using the people you don't know, then
Yeah,
that may
that's-
be a problem.
That's the problem. Exactly.
So-
That's what I'm saying. You have to know your audience.
Yeah,
you know?
but you know what? I don't think other black people will take it that much. If you run up with people that are uneducated, that haven't experienced other cultures, they're going to take it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, you run up to another black person, you say that, they're probably going to be like, all right, this person hangs out with black people.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, they're going to check you. On the same time, at the same time, that's a different type of black person. That's a black person. That's,
Exactly. Your
That's-
audience is a lot different from.
I don't
what
use
you're-
that word
well-
when I'm meeting new black people.
Well, there, you see, there's some black people that are just as racist as white people.
He only uses that
You know
word
what I
when he
mean?
meets old black people.
No, when I'm meeting.
No,
like,
just
if
your
I'm
audience
already
just has to
comfortable-
be.
Oh,
You
okay.
just
Inner
have to be
circle already.
aware of your
Yeah.
audience.
If it's
dude.
new, then I'm not using that
I get what
word.
you're saying. I get what you're
Just
saying.
you just gotta be aware of your audience at all times, man. Like sometimes I do use negative connotations about homosexuals, but it's just but I don't mean nothing of it. It's because I'm calling my friend as a joke, like you know. But if there's another homosexual in the room, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you know.
No.
Unless
Here's
they're
here's
cool
one
with
that
it.
I'll call out.
Yeah.
Here's one
Where
that I'll
it's just
call
a
out.
joke.
It's just like when somebody starts talking broken English to somebody that speaks broken English.
Yeah.
You guys know what I mean?
Like
a
when I talk to
fob?
my wife.
Well, like the
Like a
exact
fob,
accent
right?
you were just doing. Like
Yeah.
I probably do it. Like if I go in and order some banh mi, I might be, you know, 4 banh mi, please. You know, just instead of a normal. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Instead of
yeah,
like,
no.
hey,
Yeah.
dude, let me get 4 banh mi's, man.
Yeah.
for my money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me say it the right way.
I caught my aunts doing it, you know, and they're like,
Your aunts do it too.
fuck, hey.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. That's what's up.
Just like dude over there talking fucking bitch ass nigga, but he's fucking
Bitch ass trick. But Cara was telling me, like, she comes home the other night. She's like, yeah, Courtney was in the shop. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, he was telling me about this Chinese restaurant. He really likes Asian food. Motherfucker, don't you know he grew up with us? Of course he does.
I like food.
Yeah, what the
Good
fuck?
food is good food.
Italian
Exactly.
food, yeah, Greek food, you name
But
it. I like
I was trying to explain to her because she doesn't understand, right? Because there's no black people where she grew up.
food. Right.
There's no. They look like they're black, though they're black, but they're not African American.
Right, right.
Not Long Beach.
Well, she grew up in Cambodia the majority of her life.
Oh,
She came to Long Beach in high school.
yeah. Because I know
Right.
Cambodians are from Long Beach.
Oh yeah, so no, she grew. She,
Cambodians are from Long Beach.
yeah, no, she's in Long Beach.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Is there a big community of Cambodians in Long Beach?
No,
That's the largest-
Cambodians are
That's
from
huge.
Long Beach.
That's the largest Cambodian population outside of Cambodia.
Oh wow.
Lays in Long Beach. That's
Where it's in Long Beach, yeah.
Yeah, so that's where my wife migrated to after Cambodia.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, those are more. Ain't no fucking black people over there ordering banh mi in her neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
There's no banh mi where she grew up.
They
at that
ordering
time.
fucking
Yeah,
shit like
yeah.
bahuk and shit.
You know what I mean? So she's just like tripping out. And dude, there like I said, there's black people in Cambodia, but they're just really dark Cambodians. There's no African Americans.
There is. Philippines, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, we're all over, man.
They're called
Yeah,
mountain
man.
men.
We're
though.
all over.
Yeah,
Dude, like, dude, like growing up, dude, my mom, before I brought you home back to the house, we were chilling. My mom would do, she doesn't know any better. She's just like, be careful. Don't play with black people.
no, my parents, you know what I'm saying? No, my parents didn't like black
that's
people.
ignorance.
That's ignorance.
That's ignorance. But then when she got to know you, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just ignorance. She didn't know any better. That's ignorant. Just like those motherfuckers in Virginia. It's just pure ignorance.
Like they say,
No, I don't
you're
think
not
it's
born
ignorance
racist.
anymore.
You're not born
Huh?
racist.
What'd you say?
No, I don't think it's ignorance anymore. Those people in Virginia, bro, they have the tools to make them
They know what's
to
up.
learn different things.
And they made a
Yeah, they're
they
too
made a
ignorant to use 'em.
decision.
Well, the,
They're not
the
walking out the
racism
woods
over
and
there
shit.
isn't the
No,
racism over there
ignorant.
isn't anything new. It's been
Yeah, yeah.
like that for over 100 years.
Ignorant doesn't mean where you're from.
No,
Doesn't
I
mean
get it.
your
I get it.
socioeconomic status.
It's just they don't. Ignorance is when you don't know anything,
Yeah,
right?
ignorance is
But
when
I'm
you don't
saying
know.
they have all these tools to use.
But
We have
they
the
know.
internet now. They
but
don't
they're
use it anymore.
too ignorant to even want to seek out any new information because they believe what they believe.
I think they're just stuck in a cycle.
They made their decision.
you know, but-
Exactly. And that's ignorance.
It's just preached on. They just get onto
Yeah,
that
they're
bandwagon
stuck
and they
in a
ride with
cycle.
it. The guy that drove the car, his mom came out and said that she didn't understand because he had an African American friend.
What
he had
the
a black friend.
fuck?
And
Really?
I knew a guy that was
Really?
white. I knew a guy that was white supremacist, but he was friends with black guys, Asian guys. And
Okay, okay, we gotta break it. I think we gotta break it down.
just-
So in California, I mean, with gang culture, you're gonna have gang members in like gangs like that are Nazi affiliated, but they're not really supremacists. That's just the name of their thing. That's
Well,
how they identify
you
themselves.
have,
You feel me?
Sharps. You got like sharps. They're skinheads that are against racial profiling or something like that.
Sure.
but they just want a pure race.
I ain't never heard no sharps. I'm gonna be right now. What the fuck is a sharp?
I never.
Look
I only know the
I've
blunts
never
out there in
heard it.
Virginia. I only know the blunt motherfuckers. I don't know the sharp motherfuckers. What is a sharp? What is that?
Skinheads against racial profiling.
Duh, I'm so stupid.
Oh, that's SARPs.
Sharp skinhead.
Oh, skinheads. Oh, God, it's SARPs.
Racial
No, like SARPs. That's like my last name, SARP. Like,
You're a skinhead against racial profiling?
no, I
too?
didn't get the head part. Like,
Wait, is it sharp or sharp?
sharp?
What's the H?
Skinhead.
Oh,
That's why I said
God.
it's two different words. That's why it threw me off. I thought skinhead. In my head, I thought skinhead was like one word. So I was like, that's a SARP.
You guys
bro.
are good. You guys are okay.
Yeah. I got it. Oh, see, we're on the same page,
That's
bro.
a sharp.
Yeah, that's why he said sharps. I get it.
All right.
Skinheads. I learned
But
something
you know,
new today.
I mean, the same thing
Thank
over
you,
there.
Court.
Like it's, and for some people, it's new, and like that kind of thing's been going on for over
Yeah,
100
man.
years over there, and
way
it's going to
over.
continue.
It is because the motherfuckers that built the system
Still run it.
still control the system. And they want it like that. They want us to fight each other. You know? They want us to fight each other so they can control shit because of all of us and everybody else was all
because
on the
they
same
can
page.
utilize them, man.
It's part of humanity. 'Cause
Yeah.
it goes on all over the world.
Yes, it does.
It goes on all over the world.
does.
Whether you're in Charlottesville, whether you're Indian in Pakistan, or
Yeah.
you're
In Pakistan and
Afghanistan,
India,
if-
there's racism
if
over there. They
you're a
just look the
Protestant
same.
and you're a Catholic, you know,
Yeah,
they
you're
all,
right.
every,
Yeah,
you know,
Sikhs and
Right.
like Muslims and Hindus, like, you know.
People just have their prejudices,
Yeah.
you know, consciously or unconsciously. Like for example, I drive a Mercedes. I own a Mercedes and I own a minivan. Dude, every time I drive the minivan, which I prefer, people are always fucking with me. They're cutting me off. They're flipping me off. They're giving me dirty looks. They're
And you wear
tailgating me.
glasses?
I'm wearing glasses. You know what I mean?
No, that's true.
They be fucking with me. But when I drive the Mercedes, I never get any issues.
That's-
It's just people's perceptions.
it's probably your speed. You're probably doing 55 in the minivan, and you're doing like 75 in the Mercedes.
No, I'm driving the same exact thing. I swear to God, it's the same exact thing. Because some of this shit will happen when I'll just be pumping gas. Like when that motherfucker called me a Chinese N-word. I was just pumping
out of
gas.
nowhere?
You gotta listen to the podcast. You gotta listen to the podcast.
Episode.
Episode 3. Episode 3. MidstoneProjects.com. That's when they call me the Chinese N-word. So it's just people's prejudices, man. But yeah, how long we been on?
Almost an hour and 25.
Oh shit! All right, I think we're good. Courtney, was a pleasure. It's always fucking good
David.
seeing you.
Hey, thanks for having
David.
me.
I liked how you breathed into the mic the whole time.
Yeah, were you even here today? Were you playing video poker on your phone? Jeez, bro. Well, it's good to even have your presence here.
man.
You know, it's good to have everybody
Thank you
together.
for blessing us with your presence, bro.
We gotta do it again. All right.
Anytime.
Alex says hi. Peace, bitches.
Late.
Out.